Hello, welcome back to my channel. Kirk Frost sat in his luxurious living room, surrounded by sleek furniture and vibrant family photos that chronicled happier times. Today, the air was thick with tension. He stared at his phone, heart racing as he absorbed the shocking news Jasmine had filed for child support, and the figure was staggering $7 million. It felt like a punch to the gut. Just days ago, they had shared a laugh over breakfast, their son's laughter echoing in the background. How had things spiraled so quickly? Memories of their tumultuous relationship flooded his mind. They had been through the wringer, weathering storms that would have torn most couples apart. But this felt different. It felt like betrayal. Kirk ran a hand through his hair, frustration and disbelief churning within him. 7 million, he muttered to himself, shaking his head. What is this really about? It wasn't just a number, it was a declaration of war. The weight of the situation pressed down on him like a suffocating blanket, and he couldn't help but feel cornered.He thought back to their history there. Passionate beginnings, the fiery arguments, the moments that felt like magic. They had loved hard, fought harder, and somewhere along the line they had lost.Now, standing on the precipice of a legal battle. He felt anger and heartbreak coursing through him. Was it always this way? He wondered, his thoughts racing. Did Jasmine ever truly believe in us? The memory of their last conversation echoed in his mind, a heated exchange that had ended in tears and accusations. The unresolved tension between them hung heavy in the air, as if it had solidified into a tangible force. Desperate for clarity, he picked up the phone and called his attorney. I need to understand my options, he said, his voice steady despite the chaos inside. This can't be happening. The conversation was a blur of legal jargon and potential outcomes, but one thing became clear: he needed to protect himself and his son. As he hung up, Kirk felt a mix of dread and determination. He was not going to let this fight define him. I've always been there for my family, he reminded himself. This isn't just about money, it's about my son's future. The stakes were higher than ever, and he couldn't afford to let emotions cloud his judgment. Later that evening, he met up with friends at a local bar. As the music pulsed and laughter filled the air, he tried to shake off the dark cloud hovering over him. But the moment he sat down, the conversation turned to Jasmine. Man, did you hear about the child support? One friend joked, raising a beer in mock salute. Kirk's heart raced with a mix of anger and embarrassment. It's not a joke, man. This is serious. The laughter died down, replaced by concerned glances. I never thought it would come to this, he admitted, leaning back in his chair. We've had our issues, but $7 million. It feels like a betrayal. His friends listened intently, their expressions shifting from amusement to sympathy. They knew the intricacies of his relationship with Jasmine, the passionate love that had turned toxic at times. What's your next move? One asked, his brow furrowed with concern. I'm going to fight, Kirk replied, a fire igniting within him. I'm not going to let her take everything from me. I care about our son too much to let this destroy us. The resolve in his voice surprised even him. This wasn't just about the money, it was about dignity and the right to be a father. As the night wore on, he felt the weight of the world lift, if only for a moment. Surrounded by friends who supported him, he began to see a path forward. I'll seek legal advice and make sure everything is fair, he said, determination solidifying within him. I still care about Jasmine despite everything. I want to co-parent, but I won't be walked over. The conversation turned to lighter topics, but Kirk's mind remained sharp, focused on the battle ahead. He knew the road would be tough, but he was ready to face it head on. Rocky was filled with challenges and emotional turmoil, but he was ready to fight for his family. As he left the bar, a sense of empowerment washed over him. Back home, he looked at the photos of their son, a smile breaking through the clouds of uncertainty. Whatever happens, he whispered to himself, I'll make sure he knows he's loved. The fire within him burned brighter, fueling his resolve to navigate this storm with strength and dignity. He was ready for whatever came next, prepared to reclaim his life and ensure a bright future for his son. In the glamorous yet tumultuous world of reality television, few couples have captured the audience's attention quite like Kirk Frost and Rasheeda Frost. Their journey on love and hip-hop has been filled with drama, love, betrayal, and ambition. However, recent events have sent shockwaves through their fan base, turning their once enviable relationship into a headline-grabbing scandal. It was a night like any other at the Frost residence, or so it seemed. Kirk and Rasheeda had just returned home after a long day of business meetings and promotional appearances. The couple, known for their entrepreneurial spirit, had been juggling their careers with family life while trying to maintain their marriage. But beneath the surface, tensions were simmering. Rumors had been swirling about Kirk's loyalty. Rasheeda's growing frustrations as the evening wore on created an increasingly charged atmosphere. What started as a disagreement over mundane household matters quickly escalated into a heated argument. Voices were raised and hurtful words were exchanged, It was a scene that would have made for compelling television, but unfortunately, this was real life. Then came the call that no one could have predicted. Neighbors, concerned by the commotion, dialed 911 to report a domestic disturbance. When the police arrived at the Frost home, they were met with a tense situation. Rasheeda appeared visibly shaken, her eyes red and puffy from tears. The officers quickly assessed the scene and, after interviewing both parties, made the decision to arrest Kirk. The news broke almost instantly. Social media erupted with a mix of shock, disbelief, and concern. Fans who had watched the couple navigate their ups and downs were left grappling with the reality that their favorite duo was now embroiled in such a serious incident. Rasheeda's emotional post on Instagram added fuel to the fire. "I never thought I would have to face this. I deserve respect." And safety accompanying the caption was a photo of her looking strong yet vulnerable, a testament to her resilience. As the story unfolded, it became clear that this was more than just a moment of anger. It was a culmination of underlying issues that had plagued their relationship for years. Celebrity insiders speculated about the toll that reality television fame can take on personal lives. The pressure to maintain a perfect image while dealing with personal demons can create a powder keg of emotions waiting for just the right spark. In the days that followed, the fallout was intense. Fans were divided. Some rallied around Rasheeda, expressing their support and urging her to prioritize her safety, while others remained loyal to Kirk, calling for understanding and compassion. "We've seen them go through so much. I can't believe it's come to this," one fan lamented. The tension was palpable both online and off. Rasheeda, in her quest for clarity and healing, sought counsel from close friends and family. She began to reflect on the years of her marriage, weighing the good against the bad. For every romantic getaway they had shared, there seemed to be a corresponding moment of betrayal or disappointment. The dichotomy of their life played out in front of the camera, but the reality was far more complicated. Meanwhile, Kirk faced the legal ramifications of his actions. Scheduled to appear in court soon, he was forced to confront not only the consequences of the incident but also the reality of his marriage. As he prepared for his day in court, he expressed regret and confusion. "I never intended for it to go this far," he said in a statement. "I love Rasheeda and I want to make things right, yet the road to reconciliation was anything but clear." Rasheeda was determined to prioritize her well-being and that of her children. Friends close to her indicated she was weighing her options, contemplating what a future without Kirk might look like. The idea of starting anew was both terrifying and liberating for her. As the day of the court hearing approached, speculation grew about what might unfold. Would Kirk take responsibility for his actions? Would Rasheeda stand by his side? Or would she choose to move on? The drama was akin to the most gripping episodes of Love and hip-hop, yet the stakes were far higher. As fans awaited the outcome, the saga of Kirk and Rasheeda took on a life of its own, a vivid reminder that behind the glitz and glamour of reality television, real lives are at stake. In the end, their story serves as a cautionary tale about love, loyalty, and the complexities of human relationships. The future remained uncertain, but one thing was clear: Kirk Frost leaned against the polished countertop of his upscale studio, the weight of his revelation hanging heavy in the air. His expression oscillated between disbelief and simmering anger as he prepared to share a shocking truth that had sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Rasheeda, his former partner, my ex-wife, allegedly stole $9 million from our joint ventures. "This isn't just a rumor, it's a reality I've been grappling with for too long," Kirk began, his voice steady but tinged with emotion. "I put my trust in her, and to find out she's been siphoning money from us feels like a betrayal on every level." The studio, once a hub of creativity and collaboration, now felt like a battleground. Kirk recalled the early days of their partnership with a mix of nostalgia and regret. Together, they built an empire in the music industry, transforming their dreams into a thriving brand that extended into fashion and lifestyle. Their success was a testament to hard work and mutual respect, or at least that's what Kirk believed. But as the business grew, so did the complications. Kirk had started noticing discrepancies in their accounts, small at first, but increasingly alarming. "I thought it was just mismanagement or accounting errors," he said, shaking his head as memories flooded back. "But when I began digging deeper, I found records of transfers that didn't make any sense. It was like watching a house of cards collapse right before my eyes." The situation escalated when he decided to hire a forensic accountant to investigate the finances. Kirk's heart raced as he awaited the findings, each passing day deepening his sense of dread. When the report finally arrived, it was a gut punch. The evidence pointed directly to Rasheeda, detailing unauthorized withdrawals and hidden transactions that painted a troubling picture of betrayal. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.